welcome to another Waypoint FPL update. Chris is back again. He's found the ball bag and the bibs, luckily, so he was able to then come here and do the Waypoint FPL update.
Absolutely, yeah, I've watched him as well.
Oh,
so
don't say he never treats us.
Treatment.
So yeah, another week of Waypoint FPL in the books. Obviously, last week was quite a high-scoring week. There was some good scores in the league last week as well, but there was a bit more of an array of scoring. So much so that we've got a new leader, I believe, first-time leader on the season, with Ollie 50 Shades of Shay, with the week high of 88, and you can see just scanning down if you're watching on the video some scores there. He tripled some people's scores. It was a very wide-ranging scoring week, and I don't think anyone else really came close to him. No, there wasn't even another team who was in the 70s. So 88 points. So let's bring up the lineup and take a look at it, because I think there was a fair good plays. Yeah, and he's now 22 points clear at the top as well. There's the team. Don't know what happened there. 22 points clear at the top. He captained Jared Bowen last week, which against Sheffield. So
big time. I have to say it's a big time decision there.
Yeah, gutsy. I like it.
And he did 88 points, even with playing a Stupiniano -2.
Yeah,
that's it. And all I can say is also that's it. There's some serious for me. Look, first and second in his leagues.
I didn't even
look down on the right hand side. See even more invitational. The invitational ones, first and first. That's it. We got an MVP on our hands here, Nathan. And he's got a kit.
He's got the whole gamut. He's been lurking in the background. He's been biding his time.
Absolutely.
And absolutely nowhere. Yeah, I mean, you look at that line. Lots of really good scoring players. There's barely anyone who scored less than 6, which is you don't see very often.
He's put his full faith in Ollie Watkins, and what can I say? It's paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. So a great week from Ollie. He's currently sitting fairly above at the top at the moment. So good job by him. Brad, on the other hand, it's a story of rags to riches and riches to rags, because Brad was obviously last week, with a very good week then, and it all fell away this week. 31 points. Which was the third lowest score on the week as a whole, and there's few bright spots.
We've actually got a sound effect for this.
We do have a sound effect. While I get that up, you can.
Well, I think 31 points is an embarrassment. Let's be honest.
Oh.
Embarrassment. Look at that defence. Look, -2, -1, and zeros combined for -3. -3. Even with the keeper, it's still -1.
I think I have a stat on another team which I read out, but I'll do some quick math here. So Brad had 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 5 players combined for 0 points.
Huge, half a team. He's carrying half a team. I mean, you can't afford to do that.
No.
Even at fantasy level.
No. Not a great choice on the captain either, as James Ward-Prowse didn't do much. I
would say that he probably did more than a lot of the players on that team there, Nath. More than Haaland.
It's true. Flip, he returns near to the top. He obviously fell out a bit of a favour, but then came back with the second highest weekly score, 69, to get back into second place. So we'll take a quick look at Flip's team. He's 8 clear of third as well. He capitalised on the double game week with Morris for Luton.
Big time.
Yep. So obviously you can see some fairly solid choices in there as well. And we'll go back to the next notes that I have here. So in terms of the top 5, it's Zach, me, and Mike. I think Mike returns to the top 5. I got bailed out completely. I got 52, which, as you can see across the league, isn't a terrible score. And Mike and Zach didn't score too dissimilarly. I had Sven Botman in my lineup though, and Watkins on the bench originally, but because Botman wasn't in the lineup.
Oh, you were lucky.
I got the substitution, and then it saved my bacon. So.
That's it. More by luck than judgment there, folks.
Hey, if you can't be good, be lucky. That's what they say, right?
Well, that's true.
Except when I'm in goal, that's all good.
It's all skill.
We have a new last place with Ben. We were previously commended Ben, I think, in a week, but that's gone because 33 points. Again, a similarly poor week like Brad. 7 points adrift at the bottom now. Let's take a quick look at Ben's team. Let's take a look down the lineup. So again, just nothing really popped. Quite carrying a fair amount of 1 point plays.
Yeah, it's holding the bus in this one here, Nath. I think the big guys we saw there: Haaland, Salah, Carlos Vinicius. Didn't turn up.
Alexander-Arnold. They're expensive players. You don't play the game, but they're expensive players to have in your team.
Yeah.
You need those guys to perform to justify that.
Absolutely. Can we just say, last week we noticed that there's one team, the Great Entertainers, Betts' team. the absolute flair. Like every player's a flair player. I want to see this week if the flair players how they got on.
So
because there's 43 points there, but there's not a lot of defending going on. I wouldn't have thought.
No, and I was going to say, so Aiden's now obviously second bottom, 38, not a great week either. But Bet slips into the bottom 3 with 43, which is better than some teams, but obviously enough for him to slide back into the into the bottom 3. So yeah, we'll take a look at the lineup as per your request. Wow, it's outside of Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard keeping him going this week, I would say.
Yeah.
But again, not the worst. No. But I've just seen the worst score of the week.
Oh yeah, we'll be coming to that.
We'll be coming to that.
Before we do that, we'll give Tim his flowers, because Tim has been bottom for a few weeks of the season. Last week he obviously pulled it back a bit. He's now pulled himself out of the bottom 3 with a 54-point week, which is, as I say, not the best score on the week, but a lot to like in Tim's team this week. And again, some few rogue choices, lots of players we don't typically see in other people's
properly
teams.
Properly rogue. He said it. He's not following the crowd.
But he did leave Watkins on the bench.
Well, I would say that's poor management there.
He played Evan Ferguson, which, I think I'd have been playing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, so no one can see a hat-trick coming out of nowhere.
But
it's difficult.
But no, fair play to Tim. And then, you called it Alex. The lowest score could possibly be the lowest weekly score we've seen this year. I can't quite remember. It's got to be among it. 24 points. He drops down to 11th. Taking a look at the team. Now, this was the stat I had. It's the same as Brad's, actually. 5 players who combined for 0 points. Stupinian, Ruben on -3 combined, and then Matoma, Salah, and Casemiro got 1 point each. So.
Absolutely. And I would say this would normally be a Spursy display, but this season, it just ain't.
No.
It just ain't. They're doing all right.
So Spursy, he doesn't even have a kit.
No.
Or is that an homage to the Spurs kit, not having
a kit? Maybe it is. I don't know. So many years of hurt, many years of not winning. It's obviously paying off, isn't it? It's rubbing off on this team.
And he left Thiago Silva on the bench as well, who got 8 points there.
Yeah.
But, that's it for the Waypoint FPL update this week. I think it's a single game week this week, so looking forward to the rando team that comes out of nowhere to be first, and then whatever else happens.
Well, absolutely. I want to see no Luton players in there this week, everybody. So there's no reason for him to be there anymore. Carlton Morris sucks. So
you heard it from the scout himself. We've obviously got a big game tomorrow against Community, so
we do.
Yeah, have a restful Friday night evening.
Please, whatever you do, that's it. Have a restful night. Think about how we're going to win tomorrow, because tomorrow is a cup final. Not to put too much pressure on you, but tomorrow really matters. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be the highlight of the week. So. Yeah, I hope it's the same for you too. But until then, until the morning where we see you at 9:30 in Romsey, it's goodbye from us.